Good morning, children. I am Anusha, your English teacher of Kakatiya Public School. How are you all? I hope you all are. I am back with the new grammar topic that is about degrees of comparison. So, today in this session, we are going to learn about degrees of comparison. So let us see what is that. An adjective of quality changes its form when it is used to compare one noun with another. See, already in previous class we have learned about adjective. So degrees of comparison is nothing but an adjective of quality changes its form when it is used to compare one noun with the another. Whenever we are comparing one noun with another, that adjective of quality will change in one form. So this is called as what? It is called as degrees of comparison. That is only nothing but degrees of comparison. So there are three degrees of comparison. How many types, children? There are three degrees of comparison. So what are they? First one is positive degree, and second one is comparative degree, and third one is superlative degree. So let us learn one by one what are they: positive degree, comparative degree, and superlative degree. Understood, children, what is degrees of comparison? Degrees of comparison means nothing but an adjective of quality changes its form when it is used to compare one noun with the another. That is only nothing but degrees of comparison. And next we are going to learn about positive degree, comparative degree, and superlative degree. Children, next we are going to learn about positive degree. So what is positive degree? It is used to refer to only one object, person, or place. The positive degree is used to refer to only one object, person, or place. In this, no comparison, children. We won't compare one person with other person, or else one object with other object, and one place with another place. So in this positive degree, there is no comparison. So see example, children. She has a big house. She has a big house. Here we are comparing with any other house? No, only one. She has a big house. So this is about. Next you see the comparative degree. So the comparative degree refers to the greater degree of adjective as compared to the positive degree. So comparative degree is used to compare two objects, two persons, or two places. In positive degree, what I told, there is no comparison between one and other. But in comparative degree, we will compare one object with the other object. So that is nothing but what? Comparative degree. See, her house is bigger than my house. So in positive degree, what I told, she has big house. In comparative degree, what I am saying, her house is bigger than my house. So we are comparing her house with another house. So there is comparison between two houses. So that is nothing but comparative degree. Comparative degree is used to compare two objects or two persons or two places. But in positive degree, there is no comparison. Understood, children? Next we learn about superlative degree. We are going to learn about superlative degree. So the superlative degree refers to the greatest degree of an adjective. The superlative degree, it refers to the greatest degree of an adjective. It is used to compare more than two objects, persons, or places. So in superlative degree, we will compare more than two objects, persons, or places. In positive degree, what I told, there is no comparison. And in comparative degree, we will compare only two objects, persons, or places. But in superlative degree, we will compare more than two objects, persons, or places. See the example. Her house is the biggest of all. Her house is the biggest of all. In positive degree, what I told, she has a big house. In comparative degree, what I told, her house is bigger than my house. But in superlative degree, what I told, her house is the biggest of all. Means here we are comparing with more than two houses. We are comparing with more than two houses. So that's why what we have written, biggest, big, bigger, and biggest. In positive degree we have used big, in comparative degree we have used bigger, and in superlative degree we have used biggest. Okay children, this is about three types of degrees of comparison. They are positive degree, comparative degree and superlative degree. So we'll learn some rules whenever we are changing the positive degree into comparative degree and comparative degree to superlative degree. So there are some rules to change from positive to comparative and comparative to superlative. So we'll discuss about that rules. Understood children? So this is the rule 1. What is that? So whatever the words which are going to end with consonant letters, so for that words we have to add at the end ER and EST whenever we are writing comparative form and superlative form. So whatever the words which are going to end with the consonant letters, so for that words what we have to add? We have to add ER or else EST at the end whenever we are writing in comparative form and superlative form. See the examples. What is the positive degree form? Dull. And what is the comparative? Duller. What is the comparative form children? Duller. So here the word has end with consonant letter. End is what? Consonant or vowel? It is the consonant. So that's why what we have to add? We have to add ER whenever we are writing in comparative degree. And next coming to the superlative degree. What we have to add in the superlative degree? We have to add EST. So dull, duller and dullest. Next, small, SMALL, small. In positive degree, I have written small. In comparative degree, what I wrote? Smaller. And in superlative degree, what I wrote? Smallest. Next example. Big, bigger and biggest. In positive degree, I wrote big. In comparative degree, I wrote bigger. And in superlative degree, I have written biggest. See the example children. This big, bigger and biggest. So I have 3 chalk pieces with me. How many chalk pieces I have? 3 chalk pieces. So from these 3 chalk pieces we will do comparison. See, this is the big, bigger and biggest. See children, these 3 chalk pieces I took. From these 3 chalk pieces, first chalk piece is somewhat big, and the second chalk, comparing to these 2 chalk pieces, this is the bigger, and comparing to these 2 chalk pieces, this chalk piece is biggest of all these chalk pieces. Of all these 3 chalk pieces, this chalk piece is the biggest chalk piece. Understood children? Positive, comparative and superlative degree. This is the rule 1. Whatever the words which are going to end with consonant letters, so for that words in comparative degree we have to add ER, and in superlative degree we have to add EST whenever we are writing the words. This is about rule 1. Next we will see rule 2. Next children, this is the rule 2. So what is the rule 2? Whenever the positive degree ends with E letter, ends with the vowel E, so for that words at the end we have to add R and ST to the adjective whenever we are writing in comparative and superlative degree form. So whatever the words which are going to end with the vowel V in positive degree, so for that words at the end we have to add R and ST in comparative form and superlative form. See this example. Large, large, larger, largest. In positive degree I have wrote large. So this has ended with the letter E. So whenever I am writing in the comparative form, what I have added? ER, ER. And in superlative form, what I have added? ST, largest, 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 large, larger and largest. This is about rule 2. Understood children? Whenever the positive degree ends with the letter E, so for that word we have to add R and ST in comparative form and superlative form. Rule 3. What is the rule 3? Whenever the positive ends with the consonant Y, so whenever the positive degree ends with the consonant letter Y, so we have to add IER and IEST in comparative degree and superlative degree. The words which are going to end with the consonant letter Y, so for that words we have to add IER and IEST in comparative degree and superlative degree. See the examples children. Positive degree what I have wrote lucky. In comparative degree what I wrote luckier. And in superlative degree what I have wrote luckiest. And next one happy. In positive degree what I wrote happy. In comparative happier. I have eliminated by and I have added in comparative degree IER. And in superlative degree also I have eliminated by and I have added IEST. So this is about rule 3. What is that? Whenever the positive degree ends with the consonant letter Y, so we have to add IER and IEST in comparative degree and superlative degree. Next, rule 4. What is the rule 4? When the positive is in long word of 2 or more syllable, we add more and most to form comparative and superlative degree. Whatever in positive degree, whatever we are writing 2 or more syllable words. So whenever we are changing into comparative and superlative degree, before the adjective, what we have to add? We have to add more and most. In comparative, we have to add more, and in superlative degree, we have to add most. See the examples, children. Beautiful. In positive degree, what I wrote? Beautiful. In comparative degree, what I wrote? More beautiful. And in superlative degree, what I wrote? Most beautiful. Next, useful. In positive degree, what I wrote? Useful. And in comparative, more useful. And in superlative, most useful. So this is about rule 4. When the positive is long word of 2 or more syllable words, we add more and most to form comparative and superlative. Children, now this is the last rule number 5. What is that? There are some adjectives that do not form the comparatives and superlatives. As we have learned in rule 1, rule 2, rule 3 and rule 4, there are some changes. So whenever we are writing in comparative and superlative, we'll add more and most, and we'll eliminate some letters and we'll add some other letters whenever we are writing in comparative and superlative. But in rule 5, what is that? There are some adjectives that do not form the comparative and superlatives. Whatever the adjective words we are writing in the positive degree form, so they will never be repeated in comparative and superlative. We'll write some other words in comparative and superlative. So what are they? They have irregular degrees of comparison. They have irregular degrees of comparison. Means we will not repeat whatever the word we are writing in positive degree. We will not repeat in comparative degree and will not repeat in superlative degree also. We will write different words here. In positive degree one word, in comparative degree one word, and in superlative degree one word. So they have irregular degrees of comparison. See the examples, children. In positive degree, what I have written? Good. In comparative, better. In superlative, best. Good, better, best. Next, bad. In positive degree, what I wrote? Bad. In comparative, worse. And in superlative, worse. So they have different forms of degrees of comparison. Understood, children? This is about rule 5. There are some adjectives that do not form the comparatives and superlatives. They have irregular degrees of comparison. So this is about today's session, degrees of comparison, and there are 5 rules. So based on this, I am going to give you the worksheet. Everyone should solve the worksheet. This is today's class worksheet. So what you have to do? You have to write the degrees of comparison for the following words. So I have given like a blanks. So I have given in positive degree, comparative degree and superlative degree. So what is the first one? In comparative degree I have wrote brighter. So what you have to do? Which word will come in place of positive degree and which word you have to write in superlative degree? You have to write it. Next, dirty. In positive degree I have wrote dirty, and in comparative degree and in superlative degree what you have to write? You need to write, children. And next one, third one. In positive degree I did not wrote any word, and in comparative degree also I did not wrote any word. In superlative degree I have given that thinnest. So for this, what is the positive degree and what is the comparative degree? You have to write. So like that only you have to solve all the remaining words as a homework. All the best, children. Watch the video carefully.